You guys, it is pouring outside. You can't even really tell. I am jacked up on coffee and it is pouring outside, which is not cool because I have to go out in this weather later. Thanks, New York. But anyways, now that it's fall and it's getting colder, it's a great time to sit at home, nice and cozy, and watch movies. So I thought I'd go over just some of my favorite movies of 2018 so far. Granted, I have not seen everything that has come out. There are still a lot of movies from this year that I have not seen. And of course, this list does not include movies for the rest of the year that still have yet to come out. So this is by no means a list of the top most amazing films of the year. This is just a list at random of the movies that I've had the most fun watching, that are the most memorable to me, that are either really cool or suspenseful, and that I personally just loved and had fun watching. So again, this list is in no order, but I did make a list of films. So Ant-Man and the Wasp, I thought was hilarious. I thought it was way better than the first one, and I had a lot of fun watching that one. Then Hereditary. Hereditary was so good. I thought it was, oh my gosh, it is pouring outside. This is insane. You can probably hear it too because it's hitting the air conditioning system in the window and it makes it sound really loud, but it's just like so much rain. Okay. Anyways, Hereditary was super creepy, and I loved the suspense and the story around it, and I thought the acting was superb. It should probably be nominated for some Oscars, for some acting Oscars, I don't know. And then Black Panther, of course, was one of the top movies of the year, and personally I loved it. I saw it several times in theaters because at the time I did have Movie Pass, and then Movie Pass just went downhill and I switched over to AMC's A-List. Then Mandy, of course, came out last week, and it's already one of my top favorite films of the year. I loved it, and it's not always my type of film. It's not always my style of movies that I enjoy watching, but it was just so good and bloody and gory and cool. I loved it, so of course it made the list for my top films of the year. A Quiet Place was another one, very suspenseful. That one was a lot of fun because we got to go to a sneak preview of it. It was 2 weeks before it came out. That was at WonderCon in Anaheim. We got tickets to a screening of it, and they were supposed to be filming our reaction to it and all that stuff, but I just loved how dead quiet the theater was, and nobody was even eating popcorn. I'm sure a lot of people experienced that the theater was just so quiet. I loved it. I had so much fun watching it. I thought it was super suspenseful, and I'm looking forward to the second one. Then another film I loved this year was Searching, that came out a few weeks back with John Cho. My sister and I have never been so hooked. It was so great every step of the way. Supposedly there's Easter eggs all the way through the film that help you kind of decipher who it was and what's going on, but I couldn't understand. I was falling for every hook and every twist every single time they brought some resolution up. I fell for everything, and I loved it all the way up until the very end. It was so suspenseful. It was awesome. Deadpool 2, I liked way better than the first one. I wasn't that crazy about the first one at all, and then the second one was hilarious. I was cracking up the entire time. I thought Ryan Reynolds, again, did better in this one than the first one. Everything with X-Men, that was my thing as well. I think I liked it a lot because there was so much X-Men stuff in it, which X-Men's my favorite, and that's probably why I liked it so much, but it was really funny. Excuse me, I'm super jacked on coffee. My heart is racing, and I'm talking my usual 1,000 miles per hour, and I'm trying to slow down and pace my talking in these videos, but again, I had coffee to wake me up this morning. Solo, I loved. It took me a little while to love it. The first time I saw it, I wasn't that crazy about it. And then I saw it 2 more times, I think, in theaters, and I loved it. I had a lot of fun the second time around. And Peace Ness has become one of my favorite Star Wars characters now. She's super badass, and I love to have her Funko around. So Solo was really cool, and that just recently came out on DVD, so I'll probably watch that again soon. Of course, Avengers Infinity War is probably the #1 movie of the year. That just blew everyone out of the water. I saw it midnight when it came out. People saw it at 7:30 and stuff. I don't think I was off work on time, but I went to go see it at midnight, and I cried, I laughed, I was speechless. Saw it several more times that weekend, and everyone just loves it. As heartbreaking as it was just the #1 movie of the year. Recently, A House with a Clock in Its Walls, one of my top favorites, not like top 5 or anything, but I really enjoyed that film. It was just really beautiful, and I like that one. So it's one of my top ones of the year. Same with Crazy Rich Asians. It's not a top contender, but I had so much fun watching that film. It was beautiful. I definitely cried. I'm a crier. It was beautiful and funny, and I really liked it a lot, so that one's a top one. But I did save my #1 movie to the end of the list. Again, those are all random and not in any particular order, but I did save my favorite film of the year for last, Ready Player One. This is my #1 movie of the year so far. There is yet to be a film that come out that beats it. Don't hate me, I have not read the book yet. I am getting around to it. I really want to read the book and other books by the same author because he's doing a second one. I don't know if it's going to be based kind of off the same storyline or if it's going to be from one of his other books, but I saw the panel at WonderCon earlier this year and saw the whole cast, so I was really excited for it. And then by the time it came out, I was in love, and I raced out and bought the 3 keys of the film and have those to collect now. I cannot even speak. Oh my god, this coffee is killing me. I'm not a coffee drinker, so when I drink it, I'm like off the rails. But anyways, I saw it several times. I bought the DVD. I should have bought some action figures. Hot Topic had a lot of merch that I don't think sold very well, but there's stuff that I want to buy. I have a really cool Ready Player One t-shirt, and the Ready Player One experience at Comic-Con is definitely one of my top Comic-Con experiences in the past 10 years that I've been going. It was really cool, especially because it wasn't something that was promoting the film before it came out, which I don't even think it really was being promoted the year before, but it was an off-site experience, and because you got to see the movie first and then go and do the experience, it made it 10 times cooler because they put you in The Shining and they put you in like an arcade, and so they kind of take you through all these kind of arcade like 80s style things and rooms, and some of them had to do with the film, and then the Iron Giant was at the very end, so they had props and costumes from the film on display afterwards, and it made it 10 times cooler because I got to see the movie like 100 times. So that's definitely my #1 movie of the year. I'm looking forward to a lot of the other films that have to come out the rest of the year, but I don't think they'll beat Ready Player One in my mind, in my opinion. There were a lot of awesome movies this year, and again, there are several that have come out that I haven't seen, so I have to go back and watch them, and I can recompile the list, redo it. I'm going to try and do like a top 10, but it's hard to narrow it down. But I'll do another top movies of 2018 at the end of the year once everything has come out. I'm really excited for Bumblebee. I'm sure that'll make my list. I'm really excited for that one. But yeah, it's fall now. It's cold. So any of those movies that I listed off that you haven't seen, or maybe you have, watch them, put them on TV, get all cozy and hang out, enjoy those movies, have fun with them. There's a whole lot of other movies I left out. They're just like good but not memorable, which is sad and mean to say, but there's a lot of good movies out there. This year was a This year was a great year for film, and it's not over yet, so I'm excited. Hope you like some of those movies. If you didn't, I don't know, we like different movies, but thanks for watching.